We've all heard about how you need to use better tools or better software or better equipment if you want to grow as a business or a freelancer or an entrepreneur. But the truth is that to really grow, it all depends on how much you are prepared to grow. It all comes down to how safe do you feel. Now, if you ever feel threatened or you feel like you're out of your depth, or you're out of your comfort zone, so you don't feel safe now in terms of growing, and it might be an aspect of your business or your own personal self. And in fact, I'm not just talking about business, it could relate to your life as well. When you don't feel safe, you're gonna hold back and you're not prepared to dive in. Believe me, it could be the fact that you're working with a bigger client, you've got more responsibility. It could even be a bigger project. You've been building $50 websites and now you wanna step into a $50,000 one, but now you realize this is too much work and effort. And then what happens is you quietly pull back. What I mean is you start to resist jumping in and you kind of detract. So you won't give it your all when you're doing the proposal, and you kind of don't mind if the client says they don't want to work with you. Now, when you talk to other businesses about this problem, they're going to say it's strategy. You know, you've got to re-strategize, replan out, refocus on what's important to you. But in reality, it's all about your capacity, physical, emotional, your mental well-being. So if you've ever wondered, why am I not chasing bigger opportunities or clients or projects? Why am I not raising my prices? Why am I always having my proposals fit within a certain bracket? It's because you're not prepared to give it a go. And even though that sounded really direct, I want you to understand that that's actually okay, because you are at your capacity. You're at your maximum, your threshold. The point where if you go over, you feel like you're going to break. Now, I'm going to talk to you about how you can go over that, how you can give yourself the confidence to do more. But to reach that, you have to accept, what is my capacity? What is stopping me from going above and beyond? Believe me, I've seen this in many designers, freelancers, other businesses, even when I worked in the NHS with analysts. It even affected me for a good while, until about 6-7 years ago. I would always only do what I thought was acceptable for my skill level. And even though I knew what I had to do to make my business become better, to get myself out there, I kept holding back. And it wasn't because I didn't know I could do it, it was because I was afraid of the consequences. You take on a bigger client, bigger responsibility. Now I've got to respond to them, I've got to answer and deal with problems, I might have to work with a network of people. Is it going to become too much for me because I was doing it as a side hustle at the time? And you know what they say, the more responsibility you have, the more pressure you're going to feel upon yourself. And quite frankly, my brain labeled all of that as danger rather than opportunity, because that's what it was at the end of the day. You take on bigger clients and projects, more responsibility. Hey, that comes part and parcel as part of the package, but you got to deal with it. But instead, my brain was saying danger. And that's what you're probably thinking right now with why you're holding back. And all of this comes down to the fight or flight mode in our brain, our amygdala, okay? We are geared up and built for survival. And the minute we know that we might work on a WooCommerce project and you have never built a WooCommerce one, you start to get afraid. You start to feel a bit of fear, anxiety, and then you kind of go, I don't want to work on that project. Fear, it's survival. And we want to excel as a business, so why would we want to work on a project where people are going to start pointing fingers at us or give us a bad review? We're going to stay away from that, right? So this is what you need to do to get out of that safe zone, the threshold, the thing that is stopping you going beyond. Listen to this bit really carefully, okay? You don't grow a business by working harder. You're going to grow your business by making growth feel safe. And the simplest way to do it is exactly what I've been doing for the last 6-7 years now, is I expose myself to little bits of growth. So I started a YouTube channel, I started working with bigger clients, I started putting myself out there. I didn't always like doing WooCommerce, but I was prepared to do it. Directory websites, I started doing a few, and then in the end I was doing like 3 a week at one point. All of these little things are going to help you to grow your business. Think of it like micro expansions. So how about from today you raise your prices by 5%. Don't be silly and double up or go 50%, just go by 5%. See how you go with that. and then next month or later on in the year, go and do another 5%. Rather than sending out 20 cold emails or cold calling loads of clients and hoping one of them lands, try and do just one client a day. Now that probably contradicts the whole thing about growing your business. Why would you not want to go for 20 clients? Because when you go for 20, you're just mail shotting and you're trying to do as much as possible. But when you do one a day, you're going to focus a bit more on that one client. Maybe you might do like an example hero banner. You might do a wireframe. You do it in Canva. You could do it straight away in your website, wherever you want to do. You might even redesign aspects of it. And you might go, but that's 1 or 2 hours lost. That 1 or 2 hours could be enough to gain you a new client. Have you ever evaluated your services that you offer to clients? Why don't you go and look at them and maybe create a brand new one? Or amalgamate certain ones. Maybe you got 4 different services that you do for web design. Why don't you just have one package? And then when you're working with the client, you will go, okay, this is an e-commerce one. This is one where it's a blogging website. Why don't you make it simple for them to navigate and understand what you offer? And the biggest thing that massively helped me out was improving my processes. So rather than doing things in notepads and, jotting down on bits of paper, I started using Notion more. When it came to letting people know how to build stuff, rather than me writing out click here, click there, I started doing YouTube videos. And I do other videos that I share with clients that a lot of you never ever see because it helps them out and it stops me repeating myself. Or maybe it's just about investing in new technology like Mac Mini over here. It helps me be more productive. Now you don't have to get a Mac Mini. You could still use a MacBook. You could still use a Windows PC if you want. But if you make these little upgrades, and again, it's not just about your business, it could be in your life. I am not kidding. It could be the decor of your office or your lounge. It could be a brand new TV. It might be something to do with your car or your home or your garden. I don't care. All of these little micro expansions help you to get out of the threshold, the comfort zone. Because how are you going to grow as a business, as a person, as a family, if you don't step out a bit more? At the end of the day, all of these little wins, all of these small things will accumulate. And one day you're going to sit back and go, why did I think that it would be difficult to achieve and do this? And the big thing, I mentioned the brain earlier, right? About fight and flight or fright or whatever you want to say. Your brain now has a new safe zone. It's now prepared to grow, to experience new things. And you might not even realize it, but the next time there's a potential for a bigger project, you're not going to be scared to jump in. You're going to start to go, you know what? I can do this. This is safe. We can handle it. The more confident you become, the more you're going to do. And this shift will change your mental capacity. You will find that other improvements in your life start to happen. That will change your business too. Maybe you don't work on your own. Maybe you're part of an agency, okay? And maybe there's 10 other people. But if you make that change, other people will notice and they will want to change as well or improve. I used to work in the NHS and people were not using Excel or Microsoft Access or SQL properly at all. And I started experimenting and changing things. And eventually other people noticed and they were like, why is he so much more efficient? He's getting data analyzed quicker. He's getting reports built quicker and better. And people are noticing, I want to be noticed as well. And they started to improve as well. And when your business changes, whether it's just you or an agency or an office, then everything will improve. And all it takes is one person, all right? This mindset shift. Someone has to steer the business. You need a leader. Leaders are not just going to be people, okay, who go, right, have you done this and done that? Yeah, they have to do a lot of that. People management, and maybe you're just managing yourself because you work on your own as a freelancer, but people steer businesses forward. You need to have someone who's prepared to go beyond. I need you to stop staring in that mirror and believing that I can't grow or do any more. Yes, you can. Go and make those micro expansions now. Make a little change or a shift in your business or what you do or how you operate or how you run things. Because at the end of the day, it will all make a difference.